Welcome back. This is Georgiana with Expressions Craft Studio, and today we're doing flowers. And I'm so excited. We're quilling and we're making flowers. So this next series I'm going to do, they're all teardrop shaped flowers, or flowers made from teardrop shapes. And it is a video by Annigan Creates. It's from 2 years ago, and she shows you how to make 10 flowers using a teardrop shape quilled coil, whatever. So I will link her video below if you want to watch it. She's actually got a really nice, it's a really nice video. It's easy to watch. It's easy to understand. She's just got a nice tempo with her instructions, her voice and everything. So I think you'll like her video, probably more than mine, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I've gone ahead and made 6 petals. Now this is an 8-petal leaf, but she does say it will work with 6, and you can see here that it really will. But we're going to go ahead and do the next 2. So I'm using my 13 hole here in my board. I'm going to glue this, and we're going to coil one more. And she used a half a strip. So I got my longer strips out, and they are 24 inches, and so a half of that was 12 inches. And there's one. Let's go ahead and coil this other one real quick. Got a little carried away kind of prepping the paper, and I got it really curly. I had to uncurl some of it. Made it hard to work around the tool when it was coiling around my fingers. So I don't advise that. It doesn't really, you don't really need to do that anyway, not much. 13. There we go. Oh, I bent it. Okay. So we'll get that one out of there. Give it a little bit of glue. There we go. So these were some strips I'd previously purchased, and I just kind of went through and grabbed it. It was one of the assorted lots, and it was already open, so I just used what I had in there. I think I would have liked it better with a darker outside color, but it's okay. Trying to kind of just move that eye over a little bit, that center part, before I shape it. And she shaped them and then she wrapped them, so that's what we're going to do. I think I need to unroll this one just a little bit. It is Monday here in Arkansas, and we are apparently getting the storms from Hurricane Beryl, and they're just starting to roll in, so it hasn't gotten bad yet, but they are predicting some really bad weather. Okay, so here's my darker color that I'm going to wrap this with, and again, I wish I'd grabbed a darker one. I think what I'll do is, after I finish this video, today, I will go and cut some of my other strips that are from the other papers that I bought. And I think I've got some darker blues in there. Okay, so we're wrapping once and twice, and hopefully that will leave me enough. I don't know if it will. It'll be close to go around this other one. Glue that down. And yeah, I don't know if this is going to be long enough. I might have to get another strip out. We'll see. Just kind of Yeah, it's just a little short. Well, that's okay. We'll just grab another one. Should have made sure that edge wasn't curled up since it had been glued down or glued together with the other strips, but I think I got it. Okay, so we're going to wrap once around and twice around. And we're going to give that a trim. There we go. Glue that down. I think our rain has started. It just began. It's been rumbling here for about an hour. Oh yeah, we're getting some rain now. So the hurricane has made its way to Arkansas. Okay, so just kind of lay this out. There we go. I'm not sure that I don't like it better with 6. Let me try pinching these a little bit more, just to make them a little bit flatter, and maybe that'll help them fit in tighter. Now she does put a little coil in the center of her 8-petal one. And if you watch her video, you can see she does use a 6-petal one in the background in one of her monogram designs. Yeah, that's definitely going to help. Okay, so we need a little quill for the center, and I'm trying to decide. I think I want to use maybe a little bit of white, and I'm just going to do half a strip here. So I'll take that and make it, actually I might just do a quarter of a strip. If it's 6 inches 24, we'll do 6 there. And then we'll use some of this, and we'll do, I think I'll do 12 on that one, just because I've not pre-measured anything, so I don't know. We'll see. Just gluing that together. And I have been practicing, not with the pen like she learned with and still sometimes uses, but with the quilling needle instead of the slotted tool. Oh dang, I just bent my pen again. There we go. Which is, I've got a couple here. Here we go. So first let me prep my, see, it gets really curly. I don't know if it's because it's so humid here right now. So I have been practicing this method. I'm going to do that a couple more times right there, just to try and get that curled up. But it's not easy for me. Obviously I need a lot more practice. Oh, actually, I think practicing has helped. And I think she just gets it so far and then she just takes it off the needle and does it by hand. But I'm kind of all thumbs anymore, so I just want to do as much of it on the needle as possible. But see, I've got it rolling off there now. Off to the side where I glued that together. There we go. Try to tighten that back up a little bit. I wanted to get this video done today before the worst of the storms rolls in, because we have a metal roof, and once the rain really starts coming down, you won't be able to hear yourself think. It gets so loud. I don't know if adding insulation to the attic space would help with that, or if that's just a condition of metal roofs that people don't generally talk about. I thought metal roofs were cool until my first rainstorm, and then it was like, oh, that's really loud. And I'm not talking about just sprinkles, I'm talking about a heavy downpour, a real thunderstorm. So it was a little fiddly, but I got it done. Okay, so we're going to glue this edge down. And put our pin back in real quick while I try to get my layout the way I want it. So you can see I did get a better hole there, or it's a smaller hole. So I just need to keep practicing with that. Now I did see, I don't know if it was her or a different video quiller, but she would then take, after she had it all set and everything, she would take a little drop of water, put in the center, and it would kind of expand the paper and make that hole even smaller. So that was kind of cool. I haven't tried that yet. I'm just going to scrunch this apart a little bit, and let's get this out of the way so I can get back up in the center here. And I've got a notice on my computer. What is that about? Your device will restart. Okay, well, you can restart later. I'm in the middle of something. Alright, so now I'm just going to try and center these around. My cat, before I came in here, was already getting anxious. She is not a fan of thunder and lightning. Okay, so I think I made that coil too big, so you know what, I'm just going to take this little piece of dark that I have left over here. I'm going to try that again. This time I'll just use my finger now. And let's try that again. So kind of wants to go, oh, use that there. Maybe that'll help. Kind of got loosened up on me a little bit, but we'll make it work. Oh, maybe we won't. All right, let me try tightening it up here a little bit. Now it gets that small, it is really hard for me to do it in my fingers. It may work for some of y'all, but it is a little hard for me. There we go. Just got to be patient. So I left the white out of this one just because I wanted to make it smaller, and I didn't want to accidentally do the same size coil all over again. So let's glue this down, turn this around. There we go. And I definitely made my hole bigger this time, but that's okay. So I'm going to take this one out of there. Move that over there. I'll save that because you never know. You'll probably use that for something else somewhere down the road. I don't like that I got glue on top of that. That side's better. Okay. Drop that in. I'll see if that works any better. Well, I think it will. It's just a matter of getting it all together. Okay, so we're going to start by just gluing some together here. Except my glue has dried. I saw somebody use a trick where they got a wet sponge and put it in the bottom of some kind of a jar or bottle or whatever, and then they would just put their glue upside down in that. And I worry about the glue leaking out, but they didn't seem to think it was an issue. And they said it kept the nozzle from drying and getting clogged. So if that's true, that is worth a shot. Okay, hold that there for a second. There we go. Let's do this one. Hold that for a second. I think this would look really pretty in pinks and yellows. That's one of my favorite flower combinations. So I might have to try that. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to glue these four together. I think it might have been easier to do it 2 and 2, but like Noah's Ark 2 by 2, but I didn't, so we're going to just go with it. I'm also not sure I used the same size hole every time. I think I was bouncing back and forth between 12 and 13, forgetting what I was doing in between coils. There we go. Hold that for a second. Oh, that didn't stick. Stuck to the paper on the bottom, but not so much the other flower petal. Let's try that. I don't know if this extra humidity today is going to cause problems with the glue. I hadn't thought about that, but maybe. Okay. I'm just kind of sliding it a little bit to keep the glue that leaks out through the bottom from setting up to the paper underneath. Okay, so I think what happens is that then I push that all together. So what I probably want to do is go ahead and glue that in there. Like so. Again, kind of keep that moving so it doesn't. I need to cover this in plastic, or get a sheet that's covered in plastic so it won't stick. I could use this self-healing mat here, but because I like to work with blues, it doesn't show up as well. Alright, so yeah, I have to. I think I made that center coil too big, but we're gonna see if we can't make this work. So this is all kind of a learning process for me as well, because I haven't worked in this medium in a long time, and I think it clearly shows that I've forgotten how to do some of this stuff. Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that was way too big a coil. Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm wondering, can I take it apart? Yes. Okay. Now, can I take this apart? I'm going to make this smaller if I can. And I think I can. Okay. Now, how much smaller? I'm not entirely sure. Pretty small, I guess. Let's see if that glue still will adhere there. Kind of. It's trying. It's thinking about it. Just going to keep working and trying to uncoil this a little bit. So, yeah, that might work. Oops, just dropped a big strip on the floor. Okay. Will that work? Oh yeah, that works much better. I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. Okay, let's take this out of here. And we're going to put just kind of trying to glue all these edges inside there. And drop this back in. And just try and push it all together. There we go. That side's got, oh, didn't hold. See if the other side has a little less glue on it. Not really. But there you go. Isn't that cute? And just imagine we stuck a couple of our leaves behind there. Let me grab some. Well, oh, here we go. Forgot where I put them. Had to pick up a couple strips that ended up on the floor as well. Alright, so which one would look good with this? Maybe something like that. That's too big. Let's try, oh, maybe this one. So you could trim your stem to fit and kind of like nestle that right down in. Let's see here. Something like that. Here's one of those blue ones that we made. Stick. I need at least 2 more hands. There we go. Come on now. Get underneath there. There we go. So see now how our pieces parts are starting to form something. Oh, this was another flower I made. I don't think I did a video on this. I was just playing around, but so everything's starting to come together. You just pick out what you like and go from there. So there you have it. That was her, I'm going to have to glue that a little bit more, but that was her leaf, or not leaf, we are on flowers now. That was flower number 1 with teardrop shapes. And again, I will link her video below. She has a very nice teaching style, so I think you'll like her. I'm just going to add a little bit more glue in there. And tomorrow we'll do the next one. Now, I think there was 1 or 2 that I didn't really care about, so I don't know if I'll do those or not. And there was only 10 anyway, so this will probably be somewhere between 8 and 10 flowers, and then we'll move on to a different style. Okay, there we go. I think it's finally glued together. So this was, let me think, let me go back and look, Annigan Creates, and like I said, I'll link her below, but this video is how to make 10 flowers using a teardrop shape. And as I'm looking at the picture, yeah, I don't know, maybe we'll do, well, no, there is one I don't like. It's the sunflowery looking thing, but maybe I just won't do my petals the way she did them. I don't know. Oh, see, now I've gone and glued it to the paper again. I really got to cover that. There we go. Or just get out some wax paper. But there we go. I think it's cute. I like it. And it's pretty easy to do. Coil, release, glue, pinch, and then glue them together. Can't be much easier than that. Alright guys, well thanks for joining me. I'm going to go before the rain takes out the power, which almost always happens as it's coming down heavier. So I will talk to you next time, but thanks for joining me, and I hope you're as excited as I am about doing the flowers, because they're actually my favorite part. You need the greenery, but the flowers they're the star of the show in my opinion. So till next time guys, this is Georgiana with Expressions Craft Studio, and I hope you have a happy crafty day.